What's up guys, this is Balázs from Racing Brick. Today's Speed Champion set is a special one. It is one of the two brand new movie vehicles that were announced recently, the 76912 Fast and Furious 9070 Dodge Charger RT. The other one is the 007 James Bond Aston Martin DB5. I already made a detailed building review about it. You can watch it by clicking on the link in the top right corner. I also had the chance to talk to Chris Stamp recently, the lead designer of the Speed Champions team. He shared many background information and design secrets with us. If you missed that video, then you can access it at the usual location. So, today I will show you all the details of this set and also compare it to some similar ones that were released in the past years. Let's get started. On the front of the box we can see the Charger speeding on the streets, might be the final race of the movie between Dom and Brian. There's another view on the back, a frame from the movie right before the light turns green, and some interior details of the car. Let's open the box. The set is not officially listed yet on lego.com, so the price is not known. It has 345 pieces and we expect it to be released in August. I know that there are some rumors about a potential price increase. I will address that if and when it is confirmed. We get two numbered bags, a very small sticker sheet and the building instructions. The manual has the new simplistic design, I still don't like it, and unfortunately there are no any extra details in this one either about the movie or the car. As far as I know, this set has no new pieces, but you can verify that in the part list if you are interested. Now let's start building. The first thing to assemble is the minifig of Dominic Toretto, and I already have to contradict myself since I could not find this headpiece and the torso in any databases based on their numbers. I'm sure you know minifigs better than me, let me know in the comments if you've seen them already somewhere. One thing's for sure, the wrench definitely fits better in his hand than in James Bond's in the Aston Martin set. Here is the base of the car, pretty conventional so far. I'm not sure yet what are we building back here, but the usage of jumper plates and the mounting points are interesting. I don't think those transparent orange 1x1 plates will be visible going forward. They are used here because some others will be visible and there's no need then to add another color to the set. Things are getting more exciting with this cool snot assembly. Here's a clear example of the attention to detail and the usage of prints where required. There's a print on the edge of this plate. I think it will have something to do with the rear of the car. Here's our first sticker, and as you can see the whole sticker sheet has a transparent background. Yet another piece with a printed edge. These are the backup lights, I think. The dual exhaust pipes are added, and then we can see this very innovative mounting solution with the two toe balls. The rear assembly is technically upside down, but it's also shifted compared to the main one, very cool. Here are the rear lights and you can again see the attention to detail, printed transparent tiles to have the exact shape required for the lights. The mounting technique is quite nice and here is the end result, looks super accurate. This curved slow piece only appeared in black in a single Ninjago set so far. It is usually used as a ramp in city sets. There's a tiny sticker on it for the fuel cap. After adding the seals, we start to build the interior with some brackets and jumper plates. As it turns out, this is the driver's seat, then comes the fire extinguisher and the distinctive shifter. Fun fact, this shifter design was in the stunt car but not in the hero car of the movie, and all vehicles used had automatic transmissions, so all those gear shifts were fake. Here comes the steering wheel, and then those funky mounting points get used at the rear. We start building the roll cage. A few more pieces are added to the front, and this is the end of bag 1. Phase 2 begins with the side window and a very little sticker to apply. The build continues. Notice this little quarter type piece, it will have some significance later. A little Technic assembly for the engine bay, and then we keep adding pieces to the front. This is a quite surprising configuration here. Here are the tiny roller skates as door handles, and the second quarter tile for the detailing at the front of the door. We are adding more details to the rear, then arrange the roll cage. An interesting asymmetric construction, we only have a rear view mirror on the driver's side, well, we only have a single seat, which means the tiles will be different on the two sides. Here's the rear window and the rounded corners of the roof. Rotated brackets added to other brackets, and then comes the grille. The lights are also interesting. This assembly only slides in there without any attachment points, then the tiles on top will hold it in place. The other side is attached only with a single stud, and then we have a nice cutout for the engine. And here is the top of the front section, it looks very cool. Here comes the windshield, then all the details added to the massive engine that sticks out of the hood. The roof might look simple for the first sight, but it isn't. It has a complicated structure, and interestingly it is not attached to anything directly when we put it in place. There are two studs at the rear that sort of go underneath this tile, and they hold the roof in place under, let's say, normal play circumstances, but if you flip it over, then the roof will fall off. I will address this in a minute, but let's finish the build first. Here are the wheels. We get some pretty cool wheel covers that have new style of prints. And this is our finished build. I think the end result looks great. I especially like the details of the front grille and the rear section with all the printed light and the bumper pieces. The side also has cool details like the door handle or the subtle vents here. Fitting Dom in the car is a bit tricky. You need to remove the roof and the windshield as well to be able to put him in, and he needs to raise his left hand to be able to sit firmly in the seat. If you move him a bit, then the arm can be lowered, but he might jump out of place. Now let's talk about the roof again. The lack of stud connections makes the removal quick and easy, and I would say under normal circumstances and play scenarios it won't fall off. But if you want to have it attached better, then there's an easy fix with a few extra pieces. I need to borrow these two from the Aston Martin Valkyrie. I could find the other two in my spares. So we need to replace those bigger brackets with the smaller ones, and the 1x1 plates behind the side window with that small bracket. This gives us more than enough clutch power, and the roof can be still removed in a single piece if needed. Now let's see the car compared to a few other previous LEGO sets that were quite similar. Here's another 1970 Dodge Charger RT from 2019. This was still the 6-stud wide era. Here you can really appreciate how mature the Speed Champions team became with the change. The old one almost looks like a caricature with all those weird proportions. The grille area is now also in line with the rest of the body panels. Here's the Technic version of the exact same car, Dom's Dodge Charger. Well, this is a slightly modified version as this is my RC conversion, but I think it is good to have the same car in different scales and themes. The experience and the aesthetics can be very different. Then here's the latest Batmobile with Batman in it. This one is not a Charger officially, but has the same muscle car vibe. Could be a base for a Fast and Furious 7 off-road Charger mod. This one is a Challenger from last year. You can see here why the new model has a roof built with several tiles and rounded corners. The big flat square roof with the matte finish does not look that good on this one. Now let's sum it up. I think the Charger looks nice at this scale and has more accurate details than its predecessors. I know some people say that it's too boxy. Well, looking at all the previous solutions, I don't think there's an accurate way to replicate the curvature on the side of the real car. The front lacks any angle, but with the engine sticking out, there are no pieces to make that properly. We have a nice bulge over the rear wheels and the rear is already angled. With the rest of the details, I think the overall look is okay. About the choice for the second movie car, I love everything Dodge. By the way, there was a black 2004 Dodge Ram SRT10 in the Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift, just saying, for the next releases. So, I sort of understand why the Charger is the #1 choice from the Fast and Furious franchise, but it would have been nice to see a double pack with the Supra or something that is a bit different from all these cars we've seen before. Anyway, I'm happy with the appearance of movie cars in the Speed Champions team. There are so many great options to choose from. I hope the design team will have a chance to keep a close eye on all fan requests and release the most popular vehicles in the following years. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up. I also suggest to subscribe with notifications as more exciting LEGO videos are coming soon. See you next time, bye bye.